DJJAYERICA. Welcome back to another episode of DJJAYERICA podcast. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. If you guys haven't already, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, man. Y'all, I've been out here trying to pump out these podcasts because I want my podcast to be successful. And with every opportunity to record is a new opportunity, or drop a video is a new opportunity to possibly go viral. So that's my main goal is. I done had a couple of videos go viral, but I'm trying to do it again today. And if y'all hear any noise in the background, it's because the world, it feels like the world is like literally crumbling above and beneath me. It is a huge windstorm going on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not exactly sure why, but it's happening. All right, now it's kind of ironic that this whole windstorm is going on the eve of this presidential election. That's right, everybody. In less than 24 to 48 hours, we are either going to be stuck with Donald Trump for another 4 years as president of this United States, or we will have Joe Biden and Kamala Harris as the new president and vice president of these United States. And things have been getting really, really real when it comes to the election. For most of y'all who don't know, and I think I already told y'all, I did vote. You know what I'm saying? I definitely put my vote in last week. And I did an early vote because I didn't know what could happen. You know the funny thing, they tried to change the location. They did change the location where I used to vote at every year. You know what I'm saying? They're pulling different stops to prevent people from voting. I mean, I know a couple people that's had difficulties being able to vote because they last minute changed their location or claimed that the person wasn't registered when they were. You know what I'm saying? So they've been doing a lot of stops to try to keep Donald Trump into office and everything else. And, you know, it's just a scary situation. You know, I don't know. I don't even want to be out in the world when the election results are unveiled. I just feel like rioting is probably going to happen. I feel like a lot of stuff is about to go down. I just don't feel like, I feel like if Donald Trump wins again, there's going to be some rioting, a lot of drama going on, a lot of things being broken into pieces, a lot of protesting, a lot of people that's fed up. It's just not going to end well if he end up getting reelected. Now, me personally, of course, I'm not going to be partaking in all of that the fuckery. Honestly, I'm not trying to be over there, you know, protesting and getting knocked out and everything else. If you know, it's not going to change the fact that the person is elected as president. You know what I'm saying? I'm just hoping that if he is reelected, we do our part 2 years from now and try to take over the Senate and everything else, and just try to get the right people like Democrats to run the House. You know what I'm saying? Because just because you lose the election, you still have other opportunities to be able to vote and get what you want done in government. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when it comes to minorities, especially like the black community, a lot of us literally only vote every 4 years. We don't think about the primary elections and stuff like that. And the primary elections really sets the stage on how things really go in most states and just in the country in general. So I hope that you guys, along with electing for president within the next 2 years, when we need to vote for the Senate and everything else, y'all also come out in record numbers to get that done too, so we can try to make some change happen. Because honestly, change ain't gonna come overnight. It's just not. It's something that we already know that. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like if y'all really wanted to make change, show up more than just every 4 years for the president. Because the president really don't run everything. You know what I'm saying? He's like the spokesman, basically. You know what I'm saying? So I think that, you know, if we get another 4 years of Donald Trump, the only way that people can make a real comeback is by voting again in the next 2 years or so, and you know, just trying to take over the House of Representatives and stuff like that, getting into the Senate. You know, the Supreme Court justice, I think they already selected that, but you know, let's try to figure it out, man, because you know, whoever gonna be the leader of the country for the next couple of years, you know, we gonna have to deal with them. You know, rise or shine. You know what I'm saying? But y'all tell me whether y'all voted. Y'all don't gotta say who y'all voted for, you know what I'm saying, but whether y'all voted, why y'all feel like it was important to vote. And if you didn't vote, explain why not. Now, for everybody that didn't vote, please do not be out there rioting, because a lot of y'all gonna be up in here talking about some y'all ain't voting, this, and this. And then if Donald Trump, not speaking bad to his existence, by the time I upload this, we probably gonna know who the new president is. It's probably gonna be pending, in the middle of pending, or happening, because it's happening in next 24, 48 hours. We're going to know who's the new president or who's going to continue to be the president. But I feel like a lot of people that's out there that talk the most stuff, that's out here protesting and doing, you know, the BLM and everything else, you know, y'all not voting. And if y'all don't vote and y'all still on this protest and stuff, y'all gonna be looking real crazy. You know what I'm saying? Granted, I have no way, or anybody else have a way to know whether you voted or not. But the fact that you are still gonna be complaining about the way things is, and then don't exercise your right to vote, honestly, to me, it's really pointless. And you're not really putting your money where your mouth is when it comes to showing and making change. Because protesting and burning down buildings isn't gonna change anything. What's really gonna change is you actually getting down to the nitty gritty, voting, and trying to get some rules changed, making presentations, and making plans, you know. And another thing they were talking about was a platinum plan, and all these other people being involved, and these celebrities endorsing it. Lil Wayne openly said that he endorses Trump's platinum plan for Black America that was actually presented by Ice Cube. And both of them has been getting a lot of flack because of them trying to show support to Donald Trump, I guess on behalf of Black America. But SNL decided to do a skit and try to make fun of Ice Cube or whatever with Jim Carrey. And Ice Cube had went on Twitter and reposted the skit and basically said, F you, SNL, trying to reduce me to greed. And the reason why they put it up there is because they basically were trying to say the real reason Ice Cube, this is what Saturday Night Live was insinuating, that the real reason Ice Cube was trying to get this proposal to Donald Trump was because he basically wanted to lower his tax debt. So basically make it so he don't have to pay as much taxes. And that is not really about the Black America agenda with Ice Cube and trying to make a joke out of it. And Ice Cube, he tried to play along. He put a couple of laughing faces and it said, F you, Saturday Night Live. Now, he could have been serious about it, you know what I'm saying? But of course, he tried to make a joke out of it because they were making a joke out of it. But that leads you to a good question, you know? Me, personally, I believe that Ice Cube is being genuine with his approach and what he's doing. I think that he has a full plan that's drawn out onto why he's talking to Donald Trump about Black Americans and reparations and everything else in this platinum plan they have for Black America. But you also wonder, what if it's true that he really likes to support Donald Trump and he really only cares about his taxes, like 50 Cent only cares about his taxes, and Lil Wayne definitely only care about his taxes because he never been the biggest I'm so pro-Black type of person in the first place. So it's kind of weird that he just seemed to want to pop out of nowhere and do all this extra, I don't know, political stance last minute. I don't know. It's just been annoying ever since Kanye West been on this ploy of like running for president. It's just been real weird for me. Like, I don't know. It's just been weird. Why is it that like, and no, this isn't a diss to Ice Cube, like, but I just know just in general, like, you know, why is it that Black people, representatives for politics, is always like Black celebrities instead of like actual like Black politicians or regular people that actually within a community or entrepreneurs that's not rappers, you know, standing up trying to help the cause when it comes to you know, reparations, overall political agenda, stuff like that. I just think it's kind of weird. I don't know. It's something that I personally noticed, and I'll just be like, why is it? It's been like that for decades. And then I noticed like the Democrats love to like throw celebrities in Black people's faces. Like, that's going to determine whether we vote whoever we want into office. Like, you know, I've seen that, you know, but I feel like a lot of times Black America now, you know, as of now, I feel like Black Americans are waking up and realizing that's what both sides, Republicans and, you know, well, actually Republicans isn't really caring for like the Black people per se. I think the Democrats are the main ones that always try to get the celebrities to work their magic, to influence our minds to vote for another politician or whatever. And I find it insulting because I feel like I should be voting based off of what the person that is running for office is trying to bring to us as black people, or just, you know, what works best for me, like a reasonable reason why I'm voting for this person outside of, oh, my favorite celebrity likes them, so I like them too. But you don't even know your favorite celebrity really like them. They like that paycheck that they get. You know what I'm saying? They were just doing business with them. They may not even agree with the standards of this person. You know what I'm saying? Like, and yet they still endorsing them because they're getting a paycheck from it. So that's something that I feel like a lot of us should really think about when it comes to like just the entire political agenda. When it comes to celebrities and them talking about who they endorse and this and this, it could just be mind manipulation, you know. I just think real deep. But anyway, yeah, so outside of that news, you know, I just want to give a shout out to the hip-hop industry within New York. You know what I'm saying? We had in this year alone, we had 3 amazing hip-hop albums come out in the past few months, from the summer up until now. From New York hip hop artists. You know, we got Busta Rhymes making a comeback. He just put out his brand new album. And then back in August, Nas released his album, King's Disease. And then Benny the Butcher, that's from Buffalo, New York, just dropped his album. You know what I'm saying? And with all the albums being released, you know, this is a part of the podcast. I'm going to start getting more into like the music and hip hop sector and stuff like that. This is all amazing, right? For the MCs and stuff like that, for like hip hop in general, it's just amazing to see these hip hop artists from New York really trying to take it back, because you know, New York lost hip hop for a while. You know, hip hop has been everywhere, and New York has not been at the top tier of hip hop for it's been a long time. If it ain't Jay-Z, it's been a long while since we had someone or that many people from New York coming out with an album that strong in a long time. You know, we almost had, like, I think Pop Smoke was from New York too, but they done killed him. So like, you know, he would have been really strong too. They came out with his project and stuff, but he's gone now. So I'm talking about people that's remaining, that's still living, that's from New York. It's a very small selection of hip hop artists to choose from, and I think it's dope that right now we got all of these albums coming out. You know, from Griselda, you know what I'm saying? Then we got, like I said, Nas, we got Busta Rhymes and stuff. And I'm feeling Busta Rhymes' brand new videos and stuff that he dropped too. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait. You know what? Speaking of that, so I was thinking about like the beef, like T.I. and Busta Rhymes' little beef they got going on. Because like T.I. basically said that he wouldn't do verses with Busta Rhymes, because he said Busta Rhymes is like past his generation or whatever. Basically trying to say Busta Rhymes is old. And Busta Rhymes kind of like made a comeback to him on that, like, what is he talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? And it led me to think about the verses is supposed to go on with T.I. and Young Jeezy. You know what I'm saying? And then it made me also think about who is the Mount Rushmore heads of hip hop. And if you had to pick like top 4 greatest hip hop artists that's still alive, you know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about dead. I'm talking about people that could do verses. Who would be on Mount Rushmore that's still alive? Who would y'all pick as Mount Rushmore? The top 4 hip hop artists or hip hop creatives of this living generation. And also, it made me think about who had the top album in the past, I would say 5 to 10 year span of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these artists, you know, they sound the same, and it's been tough trying to like even decipher who is who. You know what I'm saying? If I did something easy and I said to y'all, yo, pick your top 5 artists, hip hop artists from the 90s, it'll be so easy for y'all to pick the Mount Rushmore. You know what I'm saying? But if you really think about it right now, it's so hard to pick those people. You know what I'm saying? Up until the last couple of years, we hadn't had much hip hop really going on. It's been more like hip hop, you know what I'm saying, and auto-tune and whatever. I guess that's what you want to call hip hop. Or it's been like singing hip hop. It hasn't been like that good hip hop. You know what I mean? So, by the way, I talk about that I talk about the top 4 like Mount Rushmore rappers with one of my other special guests that I interviewed, Alcazar. I got another interview that just dropped on the channel. Y'all check out these interviews, y'all. Like I put a lot of time into the interviews that I be doing with these artists and stuff, man. And I think you guys should go check it out. His name's Alcazar. He's definitely a dope rapper. And I want y'all to hear his opinion on Busta Rhymes and T.I. and Jeezy and everything else. Man, now I'm gonna give you a tidbit. He said he think Jeezy would like literally blow T.I. away at verses. Do y'all think that like Jeezy would like blow T.I. away at verses, man? I don't know. I mean, I think it really depends, like, because Jeezy got more like street music, you know what I'm saying? I feel like T.I. got a lot of crossover hip hop music, you know, that cross over to a broader audience, so that if they were to play those records, that would make it look as if T.I. won, you know what I'm saying? But lyrically, I feel like Jeezy got more bars, and he's more like, I just feel like Jeezy's a better MC compared to T.I. I think T.I. is dope when it comes to being able to make commercial hits, for sure. But I feel like Jeezy, if you talking about like a hip hop head, I feel like Jeezy might end up winning. I mean, based upon that. But if we're going to talk about popular opinion, T.I. is going to win versus, because he has more popular and more well-known records, which will make it so the crowd is able to be more relatable to his work. And T.I. has been literally on damn near a 20-year marathon with no breaks in between. You know, Jeezy kind of like taking a break from hip-hop for a while. He's kind of like retired, you know. Did he come out with any recent music? If he has, it hasn't been really highlighted like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it ain't been really highlighted like that. But anyway, so in other news, so it's a whole bunch of albums that dropped, y'all, and I had no clue. I did not even know, like, all these albums have been dropping, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm talking about people that I really thought just stopped doing music. Like, one being Dej Loaf. Dej Loaf. Remember her? She came up with "Let It Try Me, I'm gonna get this whole family." Yeah. She got a album that just dropped. I'm on Hip Hop DX going through this, man. It's called Sell Soul 2. You know what I'm saying? They talking about something. That album just dropped in 2020 in October. Then we got what's it? Juicy J, Hustle Continues dropped. We got Black Thought, Streams of Thought Volume 3, Cain and Abel. We got Kusha Deals, Nobody Cares Except You. We got JP4, Jungle Puss. I ain't gonna say it all the way out. We got Joyner Lucas Evolution. We got Karma 3 Deluxe by Dave East. Dave East's record sales was terrible. I think it was him that had the real bad record sales, man. Was it him that had the really terrible record sales? I don't know what was going on with that, man. I think he signed to like Def Jam or something, but it was not, his record sales didn't do too well. But that was the last project. I don't know how it did this project, but I know last year that was like the talk of the town about his sales not doing too well. Tech 9 just dropped a new album called Fair Exodus. Xavier Omar, If You Feel. We got Ty Dolla Signs featuring Ty Dolla Signs. We got a lot of albums that just dropped. And then if we gonna talk about R&B, Queen Naja just dropped a new album, Misunderstood. You know what I'm saying, for October. Then of course Busta Rhymes just dropped his album over the weekend on Halloween. Extinction. But yeah, y'all, I'm over here recording for YouTube and I ran out of tape in the middle of that sentence. But yeah, and Omarion, I think I mentioned him or not. He got a new album also coming out. So y'all tell me what y'all think about a couple of those albums. I want to start doing album reviews. You know what I'm saying? I need to get like an Apple Music account. I gotta reactivate my Apple Music account because I let that joint expire. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't been coming back on there in a minute. But I'm gonna have to go back on there and I'm gonna listen to a couple of these albums. And then I'm gonna try to put in order like the top music albums that came out over the past year, since we're almost in 2021 already, man. 2020 been a long damn year, yo. It's been like one of them fast but short, but fast but long years, you know what I'm saying? With all the crap that's been going on, it's been like damn, is it over yet? And then you look up and you like, damn, it's already almost over. And then you sitting there like, damn, what's next? Okay, like, this been a long freaking year, yo. Like, long and short. And we still got to deal with this coronavirus entering 2021, Lord. I don't know, man. I don't even know. But anyway, so Beyonce just dropped her, I guess this is like, what, fall season, winter season of Ivy Park clothing line. And it's already sold out. Beyonce just be out here killing the game. And then on top of that, you know, she go ahead and slay the Beehive even more. And she reveals her cover with Vogue magazine. And she got like 4 or 5 different covers that she put up on her Instagram page, you know. And for that to go with it, of course, she did an interview with Vogue magazine. And she basically announced that she may be taking a little bit of a break from the music industry. You know what I'm saying? She said she's basically going to be focusing on her, you know. And let me just read some of this excerpt from here. All right, so she said, this is from Vogue magazine, and I quote, okay. She said, I truly cherish this time with my family. My new goal is to slow down and shed stressful things from my life. She told the publication, she said, I came into the music industry at 15 years old. Growing up with the world watching, I have put out projects non-stop. She continued to say, I released Lemonade during the Formation World Tour, gave birth to twins, performed at Coachella, directed Homecoming, went on another world tour with Jay, then Black is King, all back to back. The singer continued, it's been heavy and hectic. I spent a lot of my time focusing on building my legacy and representing my culture the best way I know how. She also added, now I've decided to give myself permission to focus on my joy. Recently, Beyonce has focused on advocating for racial justice and giving a voice to minorities, which she says was inspired after becoming a mom. She continues, quote unquote, something cracked open inside of me right after giving birth to my first daughter. And from that point, I truly understood my power. It became my mission to make sure she lived in a world where she feels truly seen and valued. So from the looks of it, they're basically trying to say, like, Beyonce might be just taking a little bit of a break. You know what I'm saying? Because Beyonce has literally been pumping out music for the past, like, 20-something years. And, I mean, she's human. She should be able to do that, man. So, you know what I mean? She is Queen Bee, man. She literally been giving us hits and music for a long, long time. And I feel like she should just go ahead and take a little bit of a break, you know? Like, and, you know, and get on her other endeavors and stuff like that. Because, you know, listen, Rihanna done left music and she ain't never come back because them checks from Fenty everything, Fenty this, Fenty that, done basically paid up everything that she needed to. She just said bump this music, okay? But hopefully Beyonce, you know, she don't do that. But yeah, but it looked like she's gonna be focusing on the other stuff, like her clothing line and whatever else Beyonce got going on with her production companies and stuff like that. And, you know, just flat out being a mom, you know, trying to be a little bit more normal versus touring and everything else. And I don't blame her. I mean, we in the middle of this pandemic. It's a lot going on. And, you know, I think it's pretty cool that she decided to, you know, just step back a little bit, do a little Vogue magazine here and there, give out some statements here and there, do some clothing lines, sell out those bad boys, and just, you know, more so just try to, like, work from home, be around her family, whatever. I think that's pretty cool, you know what I mean? Y'all tell me what y'all think about that, man. But anyway, in other news, Jenny Mine, the fiance of Young Jeezy, or Jeezy, they call him Jeezy now, he ain't young no more, so his name is Jeezy. Jenny Mine has been rushed to the hospital for a potential life-threatening condition. She was on Dancing with the Stars, and she is now removed from the show because they're saying that she has, like, epiglottis they call it, and this is a rare condition where the tissue in the windpipe becomes inflamed, blocking off airflow to the lungs. So this is pretty serious, man. And I hope that she's doing okay. They said that she had to get an emergency surgery for it, so that means that she's gonna have to be removed from Dancing with the Stars. And it's crazy that this would happen. You know, she seemed like she was doing a great job on the show. She was very excited about it. And, you know, and she's been in such a great place in her life, you know, with her relationship with Jeezy. Her career is moving. She's doing stuff that she loves. And then, boom, you know, she has this rare health condition and now she has to go and get surgery. And this just sounds so much like a 2020 situation. I don't know exactly what's going on this year. 2020 just been hitting everybody hard. You know what I'm saying? You know, regular folks and celebrities alike. You know, celebrity and non-celebrity. I definitely hope that Jenny Ma gets a speedy recovery, excuse me, and she gets better soon, man. And you know, Dancing with the Stars, of course, put up a statement, and she put out a statement about it. So hopefully we get some good news real soon about Jenny Ma that she made out of surgery, and you know she's in recovery, man. But anyway, let's go to the next thing. So in other news, it looks as if Travis Scott has deleted his Instagram account. Now, this was reported by Complex the other day after Travis Scott posted a picture or something like that of him on Twitter in a Batman costume. He decided to delete his Instagram. Now, a lot of people are saying the reason why he decided to delete his Instagram is because he might be dropping another album soon. And this is like a marketing ploy for a lot of artists that allegedly, you know, they delete their Instagram account for a while, up until maybe a day or two, a week before a release of an album. I guess to garner more attention from their followers, because if you stay there the whole time, the followers, they just expecting to see. They're probably not going to pay attention to you posting daily because they just like, it's whatever. But I guess if you delete your entire account, get your fans stressed out trying to figure out where you are, when you do pop back and you do release that you got a new album out, this is going to attract more people, and I guess it's going to make the record sales go through the roof. I think that's the method that they're claiming that Travis Scott is using right now. He posted a picture of him dressed as Batman, all in brown, on November 1st. So that's on his Twitter page. His Twitter page is still active, but he decided to delete his page. And then a couple of fans was on there. Wondering what happened to Travis Scott and why he deleted his Instagram page. If you guys know why Travis Scott deleted his Instagram page, y'all let me know. But then it's all speculation with these celebrities, whatever. It's kind of like a slow news day. Yo, let me tell you, man, it's kind of a slow news day. I think it's really more so about this election, man, because it's just a bunch of stuff that's been going on surrounding this election. And honestly, this whole thing is a little scary. I ain't gonna lie. I'm worried about how all of this, you know, the results of the election is going to affect everything around me. Like, I don't know how people are going to change, how people are going to be acting. You know, I just seen a lot of bizarre behavior in public and stuff like this, like elections and stuff like that. I'm just going to be glad that I'm not going to be out in the general public the day following the election. That's all I'll say. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so many protesters, there's so many extremists that's out there on various levels. And you could just be caught out in a situation that you don't want to be in. You know what I'm saying? And also this pandemic. I don't know what makes people want to just go and fester among folks. This pandemic is still alive. It's still well. It's flu season. I've seen a lot of people on Instagram just, you know, getting their groove on, having a good old time, going to Halloween parties. And I just couldn't do it, y'all. Look, if you on my Facebook page, you will see that I haven't even put up a happy Halloween post. I wasn't in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any children. You know, I don't have any kids to like entertain about the whole situation. So it was just another day to make some money for me when it comes to Halloween. But you know, for everybody that really went out there, you're brave. You know, kind of dumb, but brave nonetheless. What is Cardi B doing going live? Let's see. Y'all, Cardi B done went live. Let's see what she up to. Oh, that was a false alarm, I guess, huh? I was saying Cardi B went live. I was about to say, hurry up, let me get some quick tea real quick before I get back into the next subject. But anyway, let's continue. But anyway, yeah, I'm concerned about how the whole election is going to end out for everybody in the United States, how people are going to be reacting afterwards. I've just been trying to keep my ass in the house and staying out the way, because I'm really not trying to catch anything. I'm really not trying to be caught in any riots. I'm really not trying to be ran over. I'm really not trying to have to defend myself and fight some people, because some of these people out here just be, look, try Jesus, okay? Don't try me, because I throw hands, all right? Just like the song is saying, it'll have you singing that song being around some of these people out here, okay? Because they just be really crazy, like, just like, really. Nah, I'm not in the mood, for real. But anyway, Yo, let me tell you about this crazy story, right? This man really, okay, so this happened in Bronx, New York. Okay, so according to sources, a New York City man is recovering in a hospital after falling through a sinkhole on a Bronx sidewalk, okay, and winding up in a pit full of rats. A pit full of rats. Yo, this man literally walked outside and a sinkhole took him 15 feet down into the surface. The man went up, he came down and doop, fell all the way down there. And he fell all the way down there and fell into a pile of rats. Only in New York City. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I don't got the time. They saying he was rushed to the hospital. Okay, he was screaming, crying for help. He broke some things. His face was scraped up. They were saying that the city had put a ticket out on the store owners for their sidewalk being flimsy, but the person still didn't get it repaired. And this is what happened. And you know what? That's like my biggest fear, like falling into like the ground like that, unexpected. And it was concrete. That's the worst part. You don't expect concrete to give in like that, okay? But I guess it was just like it was literally just concrete with nothing at the bottom to keep the ground solid, because he literally fell 15 feet into the freaking ground. And I'm like, what in the hell, man? Like, let me see if I can play the news report for y'all. Hold on. I just gotta make sure the volume's loud enough and then y'all can hear it, man. Y'all gotta hear it to believe it.
Also in the Bronx, another frightening situation caught on camera, this time as a man falls through a hole that then opens up beneath him on the sidewalk.
He is literally there 1 second and gone the next. The victim's brother spoke with CBS 2's Ali Ballard about this freak accident.
The victim is still being treated at the hospital. His brother tells us he is alert and recovering, but is deeply traumatized by what happened. Surveillance video shows a man walking to the bus stop on 3rd Avenue by 183rd Street Saturday, and as he waits, he takes a step forward and all of a sudden disappears into the sidewalk.
He was casually waiting for the bus and it just fell.
A crowd rushes over to where police say a layer of sidewalk concrete gave out, and the 33-year-old victim fell down a 12 to 15-foot hole. This witness told us in Spanish, "I looked down and the guy was only moving his hand." First responders soon arrived, but the victim's brother told us he was trapped down there for about half an hour.
Rats crawling on him, he can't move. He didn't want to yell so bad. He didn't want to yell because he was afraid it was going to be rats. Went inside his mouth and stuff, so
that's
he was just there.
Finally, firefighters were able to pull him out and put him in an ambulance to the hospital.
When he fell, his face, it scraped concrete, so his, that skin came off. His arm was, bad. His leg is numb.
The Department of Buildings says the sidewalk over the building's cellar had been in disrepair and gave out. A DOB inspector has since issued a full vacate order for the 5-story building and ordered its owner to build discreet fencing around it.
It was like 1 out of a million chance of that happening. I was shocked. I was surprised. But, he's breathing.
The buildings department is investigating whether there were any construction code violations, while the transportation department tells us it issued a sidewalk violation here years ago, but ultimately it is the property owner's responsibility to maintain the sidewalk. From the Belmont section of the Bronx,
so yeah. So y'all see that, y'all? That shit is wild. Listen, I don't know what the hell I would do. That was like a nightmare. And they basically were saying that he wouldn't open his mouth and scream because he didn't want the rats to literally go into his mouth. Come on now, this is just too much. I would be suing the entire city of the entire town, Borough. I'll be sitting there suing the Borough of the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? For millions of dollars if that happened to me, yo. Look, I done been in the Bronx before, okay? And you know what I'm saying? It is kind of rough out there. But damn, to fall into a damn hole. Look, I done been through New York City. I done been on their trains and all that other stuff, their subway. And it's a dirty, dirty place. And I'm just sitting there thinking about, all of the houses that they have houses built on top of, and it's rats just all inside the concrete. Man, New York is a dirty, dirty place. I'm trying to tell you, look, I'm from New York and I love it. It's a beautiful place, but also it's a lot of dirty, dirty places. A lot of issues when it comes to the sewage and the rat issue. It's not the business. I don't like rats. I don't know anybody who do like rats. And I'm just saying, for real, that's something that the governor needs to really get together, because it should not be a situation where you're falling fire 15 feet down to a pit of rats under the ground, man. Like, that is just so nasty. It's like a horror film, man. That is like a damn horror film, okay? I don't even want to just even think about something like that happening to me. Oh my God. Jesus. That's nasty. But anyway, on to the next thing. But anyways, on to the next thing. What else we got going on, man? This is like a midway podcast and stuff, man. But I think I covered all of like the main hot topics about the shit that was going on. But yeah, but seriously, the state of the world just in general this past year, it's just been flat out long. I don't know really what to expect. You know what I'm saying? After the next 24 to 48 hours on the whole election, it's got me worried because I don't know if people is going to turn up, wild out. You know, I don't know how people are going to be getting by with all the stuff that's been going on. And I'm a bit nervous. I'm not going to lie. But all I can say is that I'm going to make sure that I'm good at the end of the day. And I hope y'all do the same thing. Because the one thing that we can't do is literally put our entire livelihood and existence based off of who the president is of the United States. Like, if you want to be great in life, like I think I said this before, if you want to be great in life, it's really up to you. You know, it's not up to a politician. It's not up to elected officials. Yes, the politicians and elected officials help to make certain changes and pass certain laws and stuff like that to make our life better and functional. But when it comes to like winning in life, is really, truthfully, it's up to you. And the things that you do, that's going to determine whether you're successful. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, you can't just put your hope into man. You know, man and man-made, all these things like that, it's made to fail. You know, they're not God, you know? So, we really just got to try to keep faith in ourselves and try to stay positive, man. Be honest with you. And, I'm going to, like I said, I appreciate everybody that be sticking with me with the podcast. I've been working on trying to grow more, working on trying to do the things that's needed to grow the platform more. We got some more interviews that's going to be coming out. If you guys haven't already, you got to check out my 112 interview, the series of that. I got a full interview, and then, of course, I split it up segment to segment for y'all to check out. I just need y'all to make sure y'all guys hit the subscribe button and hit the like button on that. Oh, you know what? How could I forget two big old hot topics, man? Like, what? This is my, this is my first time that I've recorded like two podcasts in a 48-hour period. And listen, I was supposed to come back on here to talk about two major things, and damn it, let's get to it. Okay, so Jaguar Wright, this lady. Okay, so I know y'all pretty much been watching. Y'all seen my other Jaguar Wright videos where I had played the video where she was basically coming for Tevin Campbell. Just talking about him like suing her because, you know, she was basically putting an allegation that Tevin Campbell was like prostituting himself on Hollywood Boulevard. And, you know, these stories was like out in the news and stuff like that. So it's not technically like she was lying or anything, but I can see how it was offensive because, like, it's just like, you know, Tevin Campbell was offended because Tevin Campbell don't really bother nobody. You know what I'm saying? He don't bother nobody, period. Like, he literally lives a regular person's life right now. And it's just like, you know, I guess he didn't take it the right way. So he decided that he was going to threaten a possible lawsuit, but he didn't sue her. You know what I'm saying? But he just said what he had to say because he was angry or whatever. And I don't blame him. But anyway, basically, long story short, that all of this has led to Jaguar Wright getting an interview with Tasha K. Now, Tasha K, when she did her interview, everybody was sitting there talking about it. And last week, this was like the butt and hot topic and everything else. And everybody was sitting there talking about how Tasha K was unprofessional, this, and this, and the way that she was talking to her. They basically, to me, I watched the clip of it. I didn't watch the whole thing. I gave the interview about 15, 20 minutes of my time. And from the 15, 20 minutes that I watched, it just seemed like, Tasha K was trying to give an interrogation to Jaguar Wright. And basically try to make her look crazy, like the stuff that she was saying, she was wrong and she was crazy, you know what I'm saying? And honestly, would I say that I was surprised about it? No. You know what I'm saying? Like, I personally wasn't shocked that this is the route that she decided to take, you know what I'm saying? Because to me, I feel like, I personally feel like Tasha K, like they're saying allegedly, you know, was paid off by certain celebrities to try to make her look crazy. And also, I think Tasha K was jealous of her own protege, for him deciding to step out on his own and get the interview. And it's been this whole situation, it just seemed like Tasha K was trying to make her look crazy, which is something I didn't understand. And that basically made, you know, fans go to Jaguar, right? Like, yo, why are you being so calm and cool with this lady? Like, is she keeping her trying to make it seem like you're a psychopath and you this, and this, and you're lying about being sexually assaulted, and you're lying on all these celebrities and blah, blah, blah. And then Jaguar Wright came back and basically, you know, was basically saying that the reason why she was so calm and cool about it is because Tasha K is a snake. She knows that she was dealing with a snake, and she basically wanted to be able to properly deliver her story to somebody like her, so everybody could see that she was telling the truth, because more people are going to believe her now because they was able to see her be able to speak her truth in front of somebody of the likes of a Tasha K, because Tasha K is real messy and Tasha K is like unprofessional when it comes to her interview style. So she wanted to prove to everybody that just because you wanted to prove to everybody that she was telling the truth, because a lot of people is doubting the stuff that Jaguar Wright has been saying and these allegations that she said, and you know, just her overall purpose of why she's doing what she's doing. And you know, so I guess, you know, with that, this also led to something I was shocked about, because we just been seeing people talk about these celebrity things. It's only been like YouTubers, like bloggers and stuff like that, gossip bloggers that's been talking about the allegations that Jaguar Wright has been making. And to me, it looks as if like these celebrities have been paying off mainstream publications to not talk about the situations that's been going on. But it looks as if Power 99 FM, okay, basically took a chance and decided to ask Common whether the allegations that Jaguar Wright had said about him was true. And ladies and gentlemen, I have the audio. I'm going to play it for y'all so y'all can hear what he had to say. And then I'm going to just go ahead and just speak my piece on the situation.
Common, you know, I love you. I love your music. I think you're a good dude. You're dope in my opinion. And it would be remiss of me if I didn't ask you about Philly's own Jaguar Wright.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh,
let me say this, man. Let me say this. Man, God bless Jaguar. I really don't have any negative thoughts towards her. I was for surely disappointed and hurt when she said what she said.
Common, you know, I love you. I love your music. I think you're a good dude. You're dope in my opinion. And it would be remiss of me if I didn't ask you about Philly's own Jaguar Wright.
Yeah.
Common, you know, I love you. I love your music. I think you're a good dude. You're dope in my opinion. And it would be remiss of me if I didn't ask you about Philly's own Jaguar Wright.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, let me say this, man. Let me say this. Man, God bless Jaguar. I really don't have any negative thoughts towards her. I was for surely disappointed and hurt when she said what she said about me, because it wasn't true. And I know people that have experienced sexual assault, and that's not anything that just say it's just not true. But I also just understand that she may be going through some things that I don't understand. So in all truth, I went through like different emotions. I was like, man, why is she saying that this is like not true? Why is this going to affect me? But then I started thinking about, man, I don't know what she's going through.
Common, you know, I love you.
So yeah, so that's the clip. That's the clip. I didn't actually turn that down. So yeah, that's the clip, and that's basically Common saying that basically Jaguar is basically crazy, and the allegation that she made was basically false or whatever. And you know, it kind of made me just be, you know, of course he's gonna defend himself about the situation. I feel like he's handling it in a classy way. I can't say that. He's definitely media trained and well spoken. But it's interesting that Common actually spoke upon it, because for the most part, none of these celebrities has said anything about it. And it's interesting that, you know, a couple of the radio stations are now saying stuff about it, but I don't even think that 99.5 FM was like a mainstream station. And from there, that done led to the Breakfast Club saying something about it. But you see how the media work though. Like when it's like breaking news, they barely want to give it rounds, right? And then you got to keep pushing it until it can't be ignored no more. And then they be like, okay, we don't got no other choice, but we gonna run it. Let's go ahead and run the story or whatever. So now Common is basically speaking up. He's defending himself, which he has the right to do. If his allegation is put out against you, you have the right to deny it or whatever, admit to it, deny it, whatever. He has the right to do that. And no one is, I'm personally, I wasn't there, so I can't say yay or nay whether it's true. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it kind of makes me question a lot of things, you know, how things operate in the music industry and stuff like that, you know. But yeah, anyway, Jaguar basically came back and she was basically talking about, you know, one of the reasons that she decided to work with Tasha K and everything else is because she, like I said before, she said Tasha K was a snake. And also she was basically saying Tasha K played herself. You know what I'm saying? Because she said that, you know, Tasha K came out and basically said Alicia Keys had reached out to her. And the reason why she decided to do this interview is because Alicia Keys basically sent her out as a minion to basically make Jaguar Wright look crazy and make Jaguar Wright look like basically a desperate individual trying to get attention. And unfortunately, you know, this basically, from what I'm seeing in the comments, it made people believe Jaguar even more, honestly. And it also made it so Tasha K lost like 1,000 YouTube subscribers because of the stuff that she had said about Jaguar. You know what I'm saying? So, or tried to like insinuate her Jaguar, because it didn't even come off like an interview. It felt like an interrogation. And the one thing I can say is, just because like people say all money ain't good money, well, when it comes to like Tasha K channel, all followers ain't good followers. That's all I'll say. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't understand how anybody would want to support someone's channel who literally doesn't even know how to properly interview people. Like you bring someone on your show literally just to give them an interrogation and try to capitalize and build your brand off of them. Because let's be honest, like, it's kind of weird that she's trying to get the scraps interviews from her own mentoree. Like, Storm Monroe interviews were so on point. You know what I'm saying? His interview skills were so professional. He makes his guests feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? That's something that Tasha K could never do. And that kind of like shows the snake in her, that the fact that she's seen Storm Monroe's interviews go so well with Jaguar, because Jaguar chose to do his interviews first. Now she's trying to jump in on the front end and be like, oh, let me hurry up and get my scraps that's left over. And then let me also name drop Alicia Keys as the reason why I'm doing it. When deep down, I honestly think that she did this interview with Jaguar Wright because she possibly was jealous of her own creation, which was Storm Monroe. And she really wanted to capitalize off of the numbers that he had received to see if she can beat him or get better ratings than him. And to me, honestly, Storm Monroe's interviewing skills is way better than hers. And also I believe that I feel like when it comes to like journalistic integrity, I feel like Storm has way more, and people, that's the reason why people are more comfortable to talk to them. He let people speak their truth, and he doesn't come off like a thirst bucket. To me, when I watch Tasha K's shows, sometimes it's like, it's exhausting to watch. It just seems like she's a bad person with a bad spirit on her, and literally she sucks. She literally lives off of sucking negative energy off of people, or putting out negative energy onto people. She's like a damn, I don't know, fucking dark hole. like all she do is try to like suck the energy out of people. Like, that's what I be getting. Like, she be trying to suck the energy out of people, and she's like an energy sucker. Like, she's trying to suck the energy out of Jaguar and basically try to call her liar. She tried to suck the energy off of Storm Monroe in the attention that his channel was getting on YouTube. It's just like, after a while, I just can't watch or listen to her. And I used to watch her, but she, like, you know, she was trying to suck the energy from Cardi B so she can build her channel. She's just an energy sucker. She tried to find like different people to suck energy from for her to continue to grow her platform. And honestly, that will get you there, but that's not gonna keep you there. You know what I'm saying? And eventually, like, I don't know, it's a lot of people that really enjoy her commentary and might keep watching, but I just feel like if Tasha K's career doesn't make it, it's gonna be because she's gonna do something that's gonna literally turn all her subscribers off, and they're all gonna like unsubscribe. You know what I'm saying? Because I just don't feel like, and I feel like the reason why she got a pass with the Jaguar Wright interview and the way that she interrogated her is the fact that Jaguar Wright is basically putting all these celebrities on blast, and a lot of those people are fans of those celebrities that's on Chasta K channel, and they really want their fave celebrity to get their reputations cleaned up and everything else. So of course they're gonna support her. But I feel like if Sasha K like had a real celebrity on her show, like really having a discussion with them, I don't feel like she'd be able to make it through the entire interview because she's so damn unprofessional. I mean, and I never thought I'd see somebody worse than Wendy Williams when it came to radio interviews, but she literally is like the worst. And now I'm talking about the worst people, and now it comes to like rudeness, like zero integrity, and just not giving a damn. Like, you know, maybe that's gonna get her to the top, but I don't know. I just feel like she's gonna get her own way. She's gonna say some stuff that's messy or put out some news stories that's gonna mess around and get her sued, and she ain't gonna have a channel. Like, granted, she ended up being a Cardi B lawsuit or whatever, but I don't know. I just don't like the energy that she put out. You know what I'm saying? That's just me personally. And then the last news story I almost skipped over because I just been sitting here coasting, chilling on, going back and forth about all this shit that's been going on with this politics shit. So allegedly Joe Budden caught COVID-19. All right, there's a YouTube video circling of him on live, basically talking about how he had got tested or whatever. He came back positive, and basically he can't get on the mic for at least over a week. He said he's bored in his house because he tested positive for COVID. He's fighting it right now, and that he may have infected his co-host. So like Molly and Raw, or what's his name? Rory and Mal. Let me say it right because I done mixed their names up. All right. They supposed to have to get tested. Of course, whoever else that works on the Joe Budden podcast had to get tested. And it's like, of course, I ain't expecting to wear face masks while they're doing the damn podcast. But I just feel like if you're going to be in close proximity with people like that, you would think that you guys are doing temperature checks or something for people to just get on cold and quick notice that you might have COVID. Or, I mean, this dude's a multimillionaire. I just don't understand how the whole staff wasn't already being pre-tested for COVID. I mean, or maybe that's how he found out he had it, or was he just getting symptoms and he said, you know, I'm not feeling good, and woke up in the morning and said, oh, I don't feel good, and happened to test positive. Because the way that he's basically doing in this video that I'm gonna play for you guys to see, he's basically going on talking about how he hadn't been feeling good, you know, and everything else. I'm gonna try to see. I'm gonna play it for y'all real quick, so y'all can hear it. Let's see. So y'all can hear what he's talking about on here. Listen.
So many supportive texts over the last few days. Feeling loved. Oh man, you guys are awesome, man. I didn't come here to talk to y'all. Just came here to play some music, jam with y'all for a little bit. Not too much, man. I ain't seen y'all in a minute. No podcast today, if you did not know. All the guys had to go get tested. Everybody that I've been around had to go get tested. Had to be responsible and all that shit. I mean. Yeah, man. Beanie Bike. I've been in the same spot since Tuesday night. I'm bored out of my mind. I'm fucking restless. But I'm all right. No need to fret. Everyone be well. I am okay. There. Now that is out of the way. Oh, come on. Come on, man.
Alright. He playing music and shit. Anyway, okay, so basically he's basically saying that he's okay. You know what I'm saying? He had to get tested. He came back positive with COVID. Now his entire staff got to get tested, and they're going to be out of commission for a little while with no videos popping up. But I'm pretty sure they're going to have videos popping up, but it's not going to be fresh new material because Joe Budden is currently sick. And I hope he gets better soon. But this is also just a lesson in just being careful. When you have such a large production like that, just making sure that your staff and everybody around you is being tested, because we're still in the middle of this pandemic. And then now it's flu and cough and cold season. You know what I'm saying? So for everybody that's out there that's still thinking that this plague has reached this height, it hasn't, y'all. This is going to carry into 2021. everybody wants to rush this illness along. You have to understand that we didn't get the proper treatment in general. It just was, this whole situation wasn't handled properly from the get-go. So we're still in this pandemic, and it's still a serious situation. So people out there, please be careful. I know we got Thanksgiving coming up. I know we got Christmas coming up and everything else, but y'all gotta just think about it. You know what I'm saying? Is it really worth eating this turkey over the dinner with your family today and not being able to see them tomorrow because you don't pass the COVID? Y'all just gotta be very, very careful. Everybody that's deciding to travel for the holidays, I am sending out a prayer for you. God bless you, but it's not necessary. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to drive all the way up here, have to do 3 days of quarantine and all this drama that you got to go through, especially just in general. Like in most states, you got to do 14 days, 3-day quarantine, testing, all this other stuff. Is it really worth it? You know what I'm saying? If you have your little families or whatever, you have your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your wife, your husband, or you have whatever you have, you know what I'm saying, with your boyfriends and girlfriends and the kids and stuff like that, I would just say stick to the immediate family right now. You don't have to cut across borders. You don't have to cut across town. Just spend time with people. You don't want to give the disease to people that you love, man. You're trying to make it into the next year and the next year after that together. You know what I'm saying? So y'all just got to be careful. Hopefully the entire Joe Budden podcast staff, recover from this whole situation. Joe Budden makes speedy recovery. And hopefully the rest of the staff, which I'm pretty sure they probably do have it because it's airborne and they wasn't wearing masks. If they don't have it, it's literally by the luck of the draw. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully they get better soon. But y'all gotta start taking this illness serious. Take COVID serious, man, because there's still no cure to this. They still don't have a vaccine. It's going to be a lot of people dying that they're going to be tested just to get us a vaccine, which can take years, man. Even if we don't get a vaccine, we still don't have the proper medication to handle something like this. You know what I'm saying? And also, if you happen to catch it, they view you as contagious. You're going to have to be in the hospital by yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be able to be with your loved ones. So really take that into consideration before you guys decide to have these holiday parties, these Christmas parties, these Thanksgiving parties, and everything else. You know what I'm saying? If you can't cook, you know what I'm saying, go to your mama house, put a mask on, pick up a plate, and go home. You don't need to be taking off your mask, but breathing all over your mama. If you got babies, make sure they stay protected in the middle of this, man. Stop thinking, that you're invincible. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's the biggest problem. It's like people think they're really invincible. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, y'all, I'm just gonna keep pumping out more videos. I'm trying to take this podcast to the next level. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. That next video will be post-election, so we gonna know who the hell our president is. You know what I'm saying? Man, I ain't gonna lie, I'm nervous about it, y'all, but at the end of the day, remember one thing, no matter who becomes the president of the United States, remember you're responsible for your own greatness, you're responsible for your own success, and try to, let's get through this, try to take care of yourself, try to keep going after your goals in life, and don't let the election and whoever is elected as president to completely ruin your entire life, man. Because honestly, granted, we are one nation, but these people don't know you directly. They just see us as a whole. They see us as one. But that individual that we're voting for, they don't know us directly. They don't know Jazz. They don't know Jay. They don't know Erica. They don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? All they know is generally how they want to move everybody collectively at one time. You know what I'm saying? So you got to move the same way and just worry about yourself and try to focus on what you need to do collectively on your own time to be a better person and be successful. You know what I'm saying? And really, that's what it comes down to, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I'm determined on making this podcast one of the best podcasts of all time. And I'm going to be doing this, hosting my own podcast like I've been doing. I'm going to be doing these interviews. I'm going to keep pumping out material because I believe in my product. And y'all should believe in yourselves too. You know what I'm saying? This is a good time. Stuff like this, like when it's stuff like this going down, this is the best time for you to build. You know what I'm saying? When I was out of working and everything else, and because of this COVID thing, this is when I started sparking like, yo, Jasmine, you got to start going higher. You got to start going for the stuff that you really want. You got to start doing the stuff that you haven't been doing. Start pumping out content, because now more people is watching more than ever, because people are not working. People are unemployed. People are looking for more content. People are trying to get more content from you. So take advantage of that. Everybody that's out there that's podcasters, that's DJs, or just people that, entrepreneurs, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to be an entertainer, but an entrepreneur. You got your own clothing line. You got your own hat line. Whatever it is, try to put as much effort into that, try to focus that, and that'll keep you from wanting to be around a bunch of people you shouldn't be around in the first place, because we're in the middle of a pandemic, y'all. It's real out here, man. So just take care of yourself. I love everybody else out there. If y'all haven't already, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and make sure you guys check it out. I got 3 podcasts dropping. That's 3 hours of material for y'all to listen to. If you really feel lonely, check out my podcast, man, because I'm gonna be on here more often talking about more stuff or whatever. You know, I'll run through my hot topics and stuff, but I just really want y'all to just like really try to get something from the work that I'm putting out, man, because I work every day. I work every day, and I hope I hear from y'all, talk to y'all. Don't be afraid to like, comment below, do some fan interactions. You know, I really want to put a face to the name of the people that listen to my podcast. But I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Y'all take care of yourself. Much love. Peace. DJ.